It is I, with my hat on, my special hat. I know I look funny right now. Hang on. No makeup or anything at this point. Yes, this is what I look like. No makeup. My natural color. Okay. And a hat that I put together I'm pretty proud of. And of course, you'll want to know about my co-host. It's really his show. Did you hear him answer me? It's really his show, honestly. I am just the person who pays bills and, stuff like that. Works the controls. I have opposable thumbs. So we come to some use, right? My little Lyran co-host here, Cowboy. My opinionated loaf. I don't know what I was trying to say before. So, I'm still having on and off times when I can't stay awake for nothing, man. Oh, God. I am starting to see some of my dreams, though, and they're not as threatening as they were. Some of them are just dreams. Whew. Thank goodness. But some damn strange dreams. So, but at least I'm allowed to be awake a little more often now. Anyway, kitty Cam, handsome kitty Cam. There's Mr. Boy, Mr. Cowboy. Okay. Hello, Kennedy Clark. Can you say Dixon Myers? That's my cousin. Well, I just said it. Imagine that. Chloe! Oh, here's your baby. I know I'm only here to work the camera so you can see Kitty Cake here. Mr. Cowboy Cat, the Emperor, the Supervisor, the Ambassador. He's my Goodwill Ambassador, right? Fluffy little sweet guy. Yeah, he is. He's a fluffy, sweet little guy. So, in between bouts of being asleep, I can't hardly sit down. And when Cowboy starts purring, that's it. I'm already gone. I got that weird sucker bite looking thing on my third eye again. I get that. I've gotten that forever. I don't know what it means. It probably does mean something, but I don't know what it is. Anyway, trying not to, now it's very hot out. Trying not to die of heat stroke out there. Now, gone from cold and freezing my off to try not to melt. It just can't make up its mind. Oy. Okay? That's the way it is here in Ohio, though. You can have all 4 seasons in one day. It doesn't care. It doesn't care about your feelings. No, sir, it don't. You can either like it or you can move somewhere else. 'cause Ohio is gonna keep being Ohio. Oh, why, oh, why, oh, did I end up in Ohio? I don't know. Only state weird enough to hold me, I guess. But, so, I have been working on a new project that I can't seem to let go. I just, sometimes these projects pick me up and they won't drop me. Um, you too. You too. I love you too. I'm going to spank you though, Scotty. Mm-hmm. You know what you've done. Anyway, Mr. Boy Cake, he's a sweet kitty. He's just sweeter all the time, this little boy. He is just cuter all the time. Well, you know what? I've been trying to get out of the kitchen, but I actually like the kitchen. I like to cook. I really do. It's fun. You ain't even in the damn kitchen. Actually, kitchen is where I got the range hood and I got the best AC, so I actually like my kitchen. So, sandwich weather, that's right, and I've been having them. Sandwiches. Hey, Teddy, do I play games? Yes, would you like to play a game? No. Yeah, I do. Uh, anyway, hello, Roland. Hello, Roland. Rollin', rollin', rollin'. Keep those doggies rollin'. I don't know if you ever heard that song. For $7 million. Shut up, Scotty. What did Scotty say? It won't show me. Rawhide, that's right. Yeah. Yep, I figured it had to be, right? It had to be. People who have names like that, it's not like they never hear it. You know what? I used to be a gamer. In fact, I was a DM. Way back in the day of the original Dungeons and Dragons. That's how far back I was a gamer. Whole different thing back then. But I ain't your grandma. And nobody's grandma. But yes, I am an older woman, as you may have noticed. Um, it was actually how I met my husband. Partly. Jenna Sullivan. Jesus is King. Okay, but I never want to see you at a No More Kings rally then. Does the original Mario count? Why not? Not the same kind of thing, but what's your favorite kind of pizza? I like cheese, says Teddy. My favorite kind of pizza right now, I would love to be able to have pizza, but I have trouble with gluten, so I can't have very much pizza. But I used to love the everything. What do they call it? The meats at Pizza Hut. I used to love those. I used to love to get those. Yeah, and right now I've been on this diet and it's getting worse. It's like there's more things that I have to cut. Like I might put the video out so you guys can see it too. I don't know if I did or not. About coffee. What they do to coffee? Oh my God, they made it so freaking toxic. Ah. Yes, meat lovers extra cheese, Chloe. Me and you could share a pizza very easily. And then fight over the last piece, right? And you love the veggie pizza. Okay, Scotty. Between the two of you, you got it all covered. Have you heard about ginger tea? Oh yes, I make ginger tea all the time. I make it straight from the root too. I brew it right from the root. And I also add turmeric and a little pepper and some cinnamon. It's really good. You got soursop tea but haven't tried it yet. Oh, we sure do, yeah. I do love my ginger tea. I love the taste of ginger. I do. I'm very happy with that. And I got this great deal on Ormus. Oh, it is helping. It really is. So, you know, I'm like, yeah, I'm beginning to feel better. Ormus has been very helpful. I got a great deal on it and I stocked up a little bit. So, you know, I might be more awake, let's hope. But a lot of people are complaining of being so tired. You know? Yeah. What they do to coffee is absolutely horrendous. Just the very brief of it is lots of additives. And flavored coffee, they actually use something carcinogenic to make the flavor stick to it. Yummy! I'm never gonna drink flavored coffee again. Not if it's not organic. If it's organic, you're fairly safe. But the worst ones are decaf. Holy crap, what they do to get... I always said this, I always had this feeling. They use nasty chemicals to make it decaf most of the time. The only time it's safe is when it's processed with water. Then it's safe. But they use stuff that actually... Instant is also really dangerous. They can put like anything in instant, everything in instant. Somehow things haven't caught up. RFK, come on. I guess he's only one guy though. He can't do everything, but come on. Dr. Oz, come on. Kennedy, come on, get a move on. We're getting poisoned still out here. We're getting poisoned at every turn of the bend. It's really weird, man. It's almost like they're trying to, you know, population, of course, control. Almost like it. I don't eat meat. You're vegan. Oh, you mean you're vegan? Interesting. Where is Big Richard? I don't know. Richard the Red has not deigned to come in yet. Why not? Why not eat meat? Just a question. Why wouldn't you want to eat meat? It's full of protein and lots of good things. If you get good meat, though. If you get, mediocre meat. It can kill you just like the plants can. I don't like plants as much because they have all these lectins that aren't good for you. If you're allergic to them, they can really affect you. Chasing a lightning storm with his crows. Cute. Where's our little Asian flower from? You were so mean to him. He doesn't mean any harm. He's mostly harmless. He's mostly harmless. Okay. You was not. I hope he knows that, yes. I hope he knows we actually love him. Ah, wow, a lightning storm. I'll have to go see it then because I like lightning storms. They turn me on. I know. My favorite color is purple, and I also like turquoise and magenta. So, you like red? That's cool. Not. What does CU mean? What does it sound like? CU. CU. That's what I use it for. You know, and people try to convince me that it's kinder to animals to not eat meat, but because, you know, we're killing things, and it's like every time you breathe, you're killing something, literally. You're killing millions and millions and millions. And how big and how cute does it have to be to matter? I've heard that before. That's what they always say. How big and how cute does it have to be to matter, for their lives to matter? You kill millions. All you gotta do is sneeze. You're killing millions and millions of bacteria. You think all bacteria are evil? You wouldn't be able to digest your food without bacteria. Did you know that? If you didn't have helpful bacteria in your guts, you would not be able to digest food at all. We depend on bacteria for so much of our lives, and we have good bacteria that fight the bad bacteria for us. Dig that. So actually, rather than trying to kill all the bacteria like some folks do, you should just try to encourage the good ones. And they'll do the fighting for you. That's the smart way. Yeah, who knows now? Words are slippery as F, aren't they? You never know anymore. I mean, you can never be sure. But I've been working on something, and I'm waiting for a few more of us to show up before I talk about it, if that's going to happen. I'm glad to see you too. I've missed you. Really missed you guys. So does Baby Cake. So does Mr. Manx. So does my little Manx Mellow. He misses you. He loves the adoration. I'm sure he can feel it right through the screen. He's like, I know I am loved. Somebody out there loves me. He's just more of a sweetheart every day. He is, really. He's the best little kitty. Sweetest little thing. Now he's going to show you his fluffy Manx belly. His little Manx mellow belly. Look at that. Yes. He says, that feels so good. That feels so good. I should probably just put a camera on him with me petting him for an hour. Right? That'd probably get me plenty of likes. I like veggies too, but I gotta be careful with them because they have lectins. And some of the lectins don't like me. He's a little sweet cake. My little boy is a sweet little sweet cake. He is. He's the sweetest little boy. Look at this face. Look at that little face. Look at that trusting pose. Look at that loaf there. His little pink nose. The little cute toes. Little toe beans. The fluffy Manx mellow belly. He is so adorable. And he knows it. He knows he can get anything he wants from Mom. On personality alone. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was thinking, just put a camera on him. Let it run. Give him his own show. Right? He'd probably be a lot more popular than me. Him is a cake. He is. He is, actually. You know what I really love at this time of year, though, is the fruit that comes in. The fruit. Oh, honey mangoes. I've just discovered honey mangoes. Oh my God. Honey mangoes are wonderful. And the watermelon's starting to come in. That's my favorite. That's my favorite summertime food. Watermelon. I could eat that all day. And sometimes I do. There's been days when all I have is watermelon, practically. But now that I'm only eating, like I'm fasting for 16 hours a day, I don't eat as much food. I don't know why I'm not 98 pounds, really. I don't understand that. I mean, I actually have more food in my fridge right now than I really have room for, that I'm trying to eat up. But since I only have a very short window to eat, and I don't snack, I don't eat stuff up that fast, which is a good problem, I guess, because it saves me a lot of money. You know, it's saving me a lot of money, really. But I don't know why I'm not tiny by now. I don't get it. Anybody else? Because I don't even eat that much in a meal. Like sometimes all I have is a sandwich. Like I'll make something really good, like an egg ham cheese, grilled cheese, egg ham grilled cheese. Oh, those are good. In summer with a salad. Oh my goodness. I like romaine crunch. My favorite is romaine crunch, little baby romaines that are really crunchy. And I got microgreens. I got a sale on microgreens the other day. So I got like alfalfa sprouts and broccoli sprouts are one of my favorites. Broccoli sprouts. And some bean sprouts. And then I have triple cheddar cheese. Put a little sprinkle of that on top with some onions, fresh mushrooms. Actually, I had a wonderful salad today with my sandwich. It was really good. So, anyway, I had, oops, your chat froze for a minute. What is so yucky? Cute moo cat, yes. Yes, you could, and he would let you. Oh, really? Please marry me, Chris. What? I don't know you. Peaches, plums, mangoes. All here now, yeah. Oh, all the good stuff. 2 more weeks for ripe watermelons. They got them from, I guess, down south. You got to get in line. She got a long way. I do have some people, but we're not talking about that tonight. What do you bring to the table, Chris? That's right. Ah, yes. Pam! What's up? What's up, Pam Smith? It's all right, Scotty. Cowboy has almost no teeth left either. He still manages to eat his kibble. I don't know how. But I grind up his chicken for him. So what's up, Pam? Yeah, I've been working on a new project and I'm very happy with it. I tried to put this thing out years ago. I wanted to do it. I wasn't able to get it accomplished. All kinds of shit hit the fan. I'm sure you know how that is. But Scotty has teeth. But yeah, my poor little kitty cake does not. Yeah, I remember. Oh, good for you. Mine are not in good shape. And I need them fixed, but I don't want them fixed in the way that some people get theirs fixed. I'm scared of some of the technology. John Triglis. Hi, I'm groovy. How about you? They're not. They're imaginary. I know they're not imaginary. I'm kidding. Oh, okay. Offline. A lot of people. Yeah. I'll never smile again until I smile at you. Your heartstrings pulled you. Okay, well, do you have my number? Do you need an extra mod? No, I really don't. We've got mods all over the place. Had to put of state. Move out of state. Yeah, we got to know you pretty well. It's a job, okay? And you got to know your job. It's not just a little thing we give you not in this one. It's you're doing a job. If you don't know what the job is, you sure don't get it. You sure don't get that wrench. Gotta know what the job requirements are already. Okay. So, Pam, I hope things are better now. Lissa Vibes. Oh, hi, sweetheart. Well, thank you. And thank you for bringing your lovely presents in. Oh my goodness, a heart attack? Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Mayhem, can we just call you Mayhem? Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. Quadruple bypass? Wow. Yeah, that's a big yikes. Lost your brother and sister? Ooh. Wow, it's been raining on you hard. I'm so sorry to hear that for you. He's sending you love and light. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I guess we do. We suspect. Well, that's not... They don't know? They don't know whether she had a heart attack or not. How does that happen in this day and age? Odd. Yeah, and a lot of people are getting cancer. We know I was just talking about, as soon as I found out what they put in coffee? Coffee? I had no idea coffee was so polluted. Coffee is horribly polluted. If you're not getting organic whole bean coffee, you might have anything in there. I know a place to get whole bean coffee, organic. I guess I'm just stuck with that now. I'll flavor it my own doggone self. They use a carcinogen to stick the flavor to the beans. Yike. Yeah. Well, you know what? I would look at your chart and see if you're going through a Pluto transit. Because that's the kind of thing that was happening to me during a Pluto transit. Pluto will just rip your life apart. Take a whole bunch of... Take what you love from you. Pluto is rough. A Pluto transit is rough. Well, I might have, apparently, organic coffee is okay and actually has some benefit. Like so many things, in its natural state, coffee is not going to kill you. But after we screw around with it and F it up, it will definitely kill you if it builds up. I mean, now this is how they get around it, using all this cancerous and poisonous stuff, is in the amounts, they say, in the amounts, in like a cup of coffee or something, it's negligible, so not enough to count. Well, what if you drink a pot a day? What if you drink it every day? What if it's something cumulative? Oh, now maybe you're getting way more than enough to have an effect. Mm-hmm. I lived through so many very bad situations. My whole family's gone. It sounds like you're going through what I was going through a few years back. My whole freaking family was gone. I wasn't sick with like that. But that's when I had fibro and all kinds of other things, all kinds of allergies jumping on me. I managed to heal some of them and figure out what they are and not be affected by them. And heal up from, so you can heal up from some allergies. But there was a while when I was thinking I was going to die for sure. I kept having visions if I didn't change things. Huge. Yeah. Oh dear. So, wow. Ooh. Sounds good, Chloe. Yeah, I just found that for me, it's actually safer for me to have meat. But it has to be like pastured organic meat, not shot up with a lot of stuff. So I'm kind of careful what I eat. I don't really eat that much meat, though. You know what's the funny thing? But I eat good quality. I make sure it's good quality. So, oddly enough, I really was doing better when I was eating a lot more meat. So, but affording it, you know. Plus, it gets very boring. Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have to try them. My own little cryptid. I got my own cryptid right here. Look at this little cryptid. My own little cryptid. What a sweet little guy. He's so happy. He is one of the happiest cats. He is happy, and he's happy to have his belly. He will not fight you. He won't bite you, he won't scratch you, he wants his belly rubbed and rubbed and rubbed. And he will go like that for an hour. Oh. Okay. Flaming hot Cheetos. Don't get them around me. I stay away from that stuff. I don't want the bad butt later. Oh no. You're not feeding him Friskies, are you? If you are, change immediately. This guy gets crave. And this is what I do. And it takes a little bit to get him used to it. But I feed him real food. Real chicken. Me and him devour one rotisserie chicken a week. Me and him. Actually, more him than me, even, I think. I think he might eat a little more. He loves chicken. But it's got to be cold. It's got to be cold. You know, he's a Manx. It's got to be chilled as if by the briny winds on the craggy cliffs. Cliffs? What's cliff? The briny sea winds on the craggy cliffs of the Isle of Man. It's got to be chilled, in other words. In order for him, yeah. Friskies. Oh. You feed them Friskies, they're gonna die. Don't feed them that shit. Quit feeding them that shit. I'm sorry, I don't mean to raise my voice and get upset and use nasty words, but I have known so many people who have lost cats. He was on Friskies for a while before I had him. He was half dead when I got him. Now, he's actually gotten healthier as he's aged. I took him off of all that shit. Get him used to eating real food. Like I said, he gets real chicken. They need meat. They don't need a bunch of bullshit. They don't need all of this crap. They need meat. Cats eat meat. In nature, they eat meat. That's what they eat. There are no vegetarian cats. No, not one. You will never see them stalking celery. Get that? You see what I did there? No, you will never see them stalking beets or peas. No. Never. They eat meat. They only eat a little bit of plants once in a while. I think sometimes they're just curious, or sometimes so they can throw up if they have a sick stomach. They'll eat plants, or sometimes something weird, but by and large, cats do not eat plants. And so if you see plants in your food, no. And if you see grain, bad. Does it cost more? Yes. Does it cost more than a trip to the vet? No. No. It'll save you a trip to the vet. It'll save you lots of trips to the vet if you feed them the right food. Frankly, I would rather have them well and feed them the right food than have to take them to the vet and pay a vet. That's just my values. You don't have to have the same ones. But that's how I work it in my life. I feel it's just easier and better for them to just have the food that they were born to eat. If I can provide it, And then they'll be happy and well. And actually, like I said, he's gotten, look at this. Now see, he's got my hand trapped. Yep, this is called containment. He doesn't want mommy to go anywhere. He wants that hand to stay right there. He's a very healthy little kitty cat right now. Really? Yeah. Yeah. Feed him meat. Feed him meat. Okay. Ah, my chat keeps sticking, so I'm reading back. Thank you. Thank you. Love the hat. Thank you. I don't know what happened to Dolly. I'm a little worried about her. Your favorite was misdiagnosed twice. Aliens got them. Okay, what I did with him. He gets Crave kibble. It's the cheapest, best. It works with his metabolism best. Crave is one of the safest foods, if you can find it. I get mine, just have it delivered from Amazon. I get it in a great big bag to save money. But you can get it at Meijer stores. Crave. And it's pretty safe compared to all the other brands. It has the least bullshit in it. And it's not cheap though, but neither are vet bills. I'd rather pay for the food. That's just my feeling on it. Carlos. Okay. Because Amazon delivers a great big bag of it right to my door, so it's a lot easier for me. He also has... I found a Litter Made litter box years ago. I manifested this sucker. Those things are a couple of $100. I got mine for like 15 bucks used. Saw it by one of these thrift stores. I was like, does this thing work? Yeah, they said it works. Well, it was missing its boot, but it works. And I found out where to get the boot, so with everything, it cost me maybe $25. I'm like, well, that's certainly wonderful. And it works great. I can recommend it. Then you only have to clean the box every couple weeks or so. Mm-hmm. Who's in who's ready to leave Texas? I missed that. Closer to home. Well, anyway. so Chloe can have a house. That would be nice. Boots? I thought your thing had a bee on the end that you like so much. Now, I used to have a pair of boots back when I was doing the Dominatrix act. It was comedy, but Refugio. Odd sounding place, but then again, we're kind of odd. Hey, so anyway, my favorite fabric of the summer is, I have developed such a thing for rayon. Rayon is reconstituted silk. Usually they throw in a little bit of spandex to keep it, to strengthen it, but it's so soft and it's so light. I'll show you. What am I? Ooh, it's so soft. It's like wearing a cloud. Then I got a tie-dye black one. It's really cool. 11:11. You will drive to the next town to dash. Okay. So, oh yes, rayon is much better. My favorite of the summer. I can go out in rayon, out there in the heat and stuff, and it's good, real good summertime fabric. In fact, I got a deal on this and the other one I got, and I got 2 more coming. Got a good deal. Most of them were under $10. I got one that's a little bit more, but it's so beautiful. It's this beautiful sea green blue, like turquoisey. I don't know what they call that color exactly. It's kind of sort of a greenish turquoise. Yeah. So, yeah, I discovered that and cotton, of course. Cotton and viscose, what they call viscose, which is made from bamboo. Viscose is another good one. I'll look later. I can't go do that right now. Wait a minute. Let me see if I can fire up my other device, and then I'll go look on that, okay? But, come on, out of there. I hope it's charged up. I should fire it up anyway. It's easier to see chat. It's easier to see chat. Okay. I guess Richard. Richard! Show up, Richard! Dolly! I hope nothing happened to Dolly. I'm gonna try and call her. Cool. At least you have family. I don't have any family. I've had a really hard time making friends here. Too many, shall I say, dims. To put it nicely. And you know, I'm totally independent. Kind of a centrist, actually. But you run into Dems, scary people. Some of them. Well, yeah, cray cray. Yeah, so you have the same as no family. I got cousins somewhere. They think I'm nuts, yeah. I think they're second cousins. Even though some of them knew better. Some of them knew better. Okay. Let's see if I can get this little sucker up and... Are you going to let me see? I need to get my phone repaired. That's tomorrow. Cross your fingers and toes that it works out with no hitches. Now let me see. I will look and see if... Where's mail? Where is mail on this thing? Come on. What happened to... Okay, I'll punch the Google thing and see if... What happened to my mail? Okay, that's just rude. I can't find my male. Can't find my female either. There. Okay, better. Jeez. What happened? I swear, every time they update, weird shit happens. Yeah, don't lose your any more kitties. Just feed them food. They may take a while to get used to it, but you'll be doing them a favor. Just feed them real food. They put so many chemicals in cat food. They want to kill our pets too, you know. Because pets make us happy and we love them. Yeah. I'm sleeping a lot sometimes. If you're talking about me. Oh, you put it on this site, not your email. Oh, okay. Yeah. It just depends. But I'm not eating for 16 hours a day most days. Sometimes for 24, I'll fast that long. Sometimes I will sleep like 12 or more hours, though. Uh, I don't know what to think. Okay. You put it on chat again. I didn't see it. Sing, read. Hang on. Hang on. I'm not able to follow the chat. It's this tiny little box they let you have to see the chat. So, let me get my own channel here. Okay? Let me get there and read what you're trying to tell me. Let me see if it'll give me my own damn view channel. Oh, thank you. Yes, now I can read. Bullshifting? Well, wow. Off the hook reminds me of Hook. No, it's no problem. We all have hard times. I know I've had my share. Good times, bad times, you know I've had my share. Well, I wanted to tell you about my project. What you saw in the thumbnail, if you're looking at the thumbnail, is one of the entries in one of my projects. I thought of this idea ages ago. And I tried to do it, and I had all kinds of things run into to screw it up. So, Chloe, can you grab her number? I'll call you, because this is going to be hard for me. You know, my coordination when I'm trying to do a show. Okay, but what I'm trying to get out, I'm going to do an adult coloring book. Cryptid coloring book. But it's going to be funny. It's going to be the cryptid coloring book. And I'm having a blast designing the pages, and I think the jokes are going to land. But we're also going to have some fake reviews in there. It's not just going to be coloring pages. Oh no, you can expect much more from me. You know how I am. It's always extra. With me, it's always extra. Extra things going on. horrible high winds with no weather. Yeah, I know. The weather isn't even funny, but the wind is crazy. I know. Yeah, so it's going to be, it's fun. Like you see in the thumbnail, where the little spacecraft looking grill is flying away. The guy's chasing it. It's going to be like that. So it'll be fun. You'll like it. And so I'm coming up with the jokes and the pages and if you have suggestions, I will mention you. So if you have suggestions what might make a funny cryptid for the cryptid coloring book, let me know. Funny cryptid situation, because we have basically the whole premise of the book is, of the coloring book is, it's cryptids being cryptids, coming into contact with people, and the clash is just not what you'd expect. Okay, it's ironic and absurd. Absurdist. And some of the jokes I'm just going to let you get on your own, but when I show you the cover, I think that's all it's going to take. You're going to want to buy it. And I will show you the cover when I get ready. But I showed you a little teaser in the thumbnail tonight. So it's going to be very silly. It's going to be funny. It's going to hopefully bring people up. Yeah, wear the knee-high boots more often. Is it okay if I just BS more? I'm too tired to do much of anything else. I have been, like I told you before, totally rearranging my whole life. When I'm awake, I'm busy every minute. To make up for when I'm not awake. So, yeah, I haven't been on as much as I used to be. What, baby? Mr. Meow is talking. Mr. Cake, what? What's wrong? I stopped rubbing your belly. I'm so sorry. The Emperor has high standards. Hot pants are those like skinny jeans. Oh, you don't know what hot pants are? Very short shorts. Oh, latex? Now they're latex. They didn't used to be latex, but... Latex. Yeah, they used to just be very short pants. Very short pair of shorts. But now they've got something shorter than that called booty shorts, where your butt hangs out. Half your butt hangs out. So that then when you sit down on a hot seat, you get boinged. And because people have forgotten the whole reason you wear them, I think humans started covering themselves up so when they sit on something the sun has been beating down on, they don't burn their butts. Oh my goodness. Sleep is for the weak. Okay. Uh-huh. Really? Um, yeah. Oh, is that what some people's problem is? No, I'm told I'm going through a process. I'm being processed. Oh, what fun. But for a long time, I told you why I wasn't remembering my dreams. They let me remember my dreams and they were horrible. What I'm doing apparently in my sleep is pretty scary. We're, according to some folks, we're closing negative timelines. We're closing them off. Uh, to stabilize this one. You know what? I went through that where I was on a 4 hour on and 4 hour off schedule. I could sleep 4 hours and then I was awake for like about 4 hours. Then I needed more sleep for 4 more hours. It was really weird. Um, let me see. Yeah, I will be glad to sing for you at some point. I love singing. In fact, I'm thinking of making a channel that's mostly just singing. What would you think of that? And I'm thinking of doing something different with this channel because, like I said, I pretty much have been down all the rabbit holes I want to go down. As far as I'm concerned, most everything that people have talked about for forever, it exists. And well, just if you think it's a good idea. I value your input. Yeah, I'm thinking of doing it over on Bitch's channel. B1TCH. Frugal B1TCH. Yeah. Um, you had a Bigfoot sighting. Oh, cool. Huh. Cool. Well, that's very interesting. I've had many Bigfoot experiences in my life, although I didn't know at the time I did. I guess I've seen them and not realized what I was looking at. Weird, huh? So, some conversations with female Bigfeetses. I talk to Mom Squatch a lot. That's what I call her. I don't know. You have to ask him about that, what he thinks. I get the impression that I run into male Bigfoot too, but she's one that mostly talks to me because I can hear her. She's also very sweet. She's a sweetheart. I mean, if she were a person, you'd love her. She's a very sweet being, Squatch. So I pretty much, you know, although I've been told that I've encountered several, lots of times. Actually, the male one of the male ones I encountered was that blood-curdling yowl. But it's only been recently that I remembered one time that I didn't know what the heck was going on, but it was when I was a lot younger. And I was out in the woods. And I heard this woman's voice, and it sounded a lot like this. Oh, look at that cute little thing. Cute, adorable little thing. Like that. And I'm looking around like, what's going on? And then my friends caught up, and I didn't see anything, but that doesn't mean anything. She tells me that was her. She thought I was a cute little thing. And they've known me all my life. Well, I live near woods. I've lived near woods all my life. I've lived near woods and lakes and rivers all my life. So. Yeah, David's been getting a hold of me lately. He's been showing me some of his songs. It's weird. It's really weird. All of a sudden, some of his videos will just come on my feed. I'll hear them in my head, and then they'll come on my feed. It's weird. It's usually when he wants to tell me something. No, I didn't see that, Mayhem. Hey. I don't watch stuff like that much. I know it happens. I know it's got to stop. I know they're trying to stop it. It is awful. When they had all that wokeism with guys sneaking into going into women's restrooms, all that stuff, weird stuff. I'm so glad that's over. You know what? If I had a little girl and she went to the bathroom and there was a man in there, I would have to do something horrible to him. He wouldn't be much of a man afterward. Oh, you're not a man? Then this won't hurt. Because you're not a man, right? Right? Okay. No, I don't advocate violence. It's not what I said. Yeah. Well, then we'll just help you out with that operation problem you got there. Now it'll be life-saving surgery. And insurance will have to pay for it for you. Right? Because you'll get it fixed or you'll or that's the interview. But anyway, hey, I really, if I had a kid, and I know that's one of the reasons I don't have a kid, it would be too. My life has had its very dangerous moments. I wouldn't want a kid to be in the kind of danger I've been in at times. Nope. I'm good. It's too hard for me. I I know my limits. Actually, they say I'm good with kids. They say I'd make a great mom. Some of my friends always said I'd make a great mom, but honestly, I don't think so. That kind of stuff pisses me off. I don't really look at too much of it. But in my mind, I'm thinking, one of my intentions is that that kind of stuff stops. But I think with the end of wokeism, it's going to stop. I told people way back at the beginning, when I heard about wokeism, when I heard about being woke, I said, it'll turn out to be something we'll all regret having come up. We'll all regret it. Because at first it was just, you're woke. You woke up and realized something was going on. But then, of course, the alphabet, the alphabet rainbow took it over. And pretty soon it was all about something entirely different. As always, the feminist movement was the same way. The lesbians took it over and just changed it into the she-woman man-hating society, which is exactly what they did. That's exactly what they did to feminism. They just changed it into man-hating, strictly. That was it. So, I saw it all happen. I saw so many things happen. I saw Kennedy get it. I saw them take out Kennedy when I was a tiny little kid. And I was watching TV, and I ran in and I told my mom, and she didn't believe me. She thought I was watching, so I said, no, Mom, it's real. You got to come in and check. Finally, when she got off the phone, because my mother was one of those mothers that would be on the phone the whole damn day. Kind of feel like as a kid, if I would have had a phone as a kid, I would have really talked to her a lot more if I would have just phoned her. But, my mother was different. Say it nicely. She was different. Not a bad person, but just unusual. So, yeah, I'm going to do a cryptid coloring book, and I have the whole first book. I've had it done for a long time. Do you guys know how to get things published? I want to be an indie publisher. I don't know a thing about it. I don't know anything about it. I don't know how to do it. And I looked at things, but it's like it's almost like I'm trying to read Greek with a Chinese interpreter or something. It's probably just a mindset problem. But yeah, I don't know how to get it published. But I've got it done. I've got the cryptid book almost done. Cryptid coloring book. Matter of fact, I've even got some ideas for volume 2. So that's probably going to happen. If I can get one going, I'll probably do more. And I'm halfway through book 2. Of the one with the noir cats. I want to self-publish, so I have control. That's the thing. You want to be a male one? Well, the thing is, I want to self-publish. I know it's not that hard anymore. Sure. Sure. You can be one of Midnight's friends. So Midnight's one of the characters I introduce. Did I introduce him finally? And was he in book 1? I think he gets introduced in book 1. And later we find out he's gay. Midnight is gay. And has a thing for the protagonist. Of course. But Sam Spade is not gay. So it's a little, for him it's a little unnerving, but so you'd probably be a friend of Midnight's. Want to be a dancer too? Okay. Can always count on Scotty. He's always bringing that kind of thing. You're funny. You're so funny. Good thing we're on late night. That's all I can say. And they always ask me, is it made for kids? Hell no, it ain't. I mean, with parental permission, maybe. Not like we show any nakedity or anything. Woo. Well, come on then. Okay. Did you hear him ask? Yeah, it's like, sure, come on. Meow. This guy will actually talk to you. He likes having a conversation. Don't you, Mr. Kitty? Yes, cowboy. My little cowboy cake. Cowboy kitty cat cake. Oh, You are so furry. He is losing so much fur. Right. Yes. You've got mommy. I'm a captive audience while I'm here. Because I'm on camera. Prow to you too. I don't know if you can hear him, but he's purring very loud. This guy purrs like a Harley. A motorboat. Prow! Meow. Okay, what's going on? Okay. Oh. Okay. Your message was held for review. The AI did not like your message. I'm not exactly sure why. Maybe because you called your kitty something. Okay. Hmm. I'm sorry. Sleepy again. God, I'm so tired of this. I keep asking when I will have days sometimes when I'm way more awake. Spend way more time awake. But just most days I'm just, every time I get relaxed, I'm drifting away. Cowie. My cat's name was Maui. And I did have a cat that was named Callie. Spots like a cow. See, that's how he became cowboy. He's an old cow cat. Nothing wrong with that. He never rode a horse, but he's got the hat. He's a cow cat who's never seen a cow, except for in burgers and beef cat chow. Fill his food bowl up when he says meow. Being a little kitty's okay, oh yeah. Being a little kitty's okay. Isn't it? It's pretty okay. He's a cow cat who's never seen a cow. Ken has cheeseburgers anyhow. Gets his belly rubbed when he says, me now. Being a little kitty's okay, that's right. Being a little kitty's okay. My own little Rorschach test. The other thing I'm getting a lot of now is trying to breathe. I would just love to breathe. It's off and on. Okay. Yeah, and of course I'll be doing cards again, and I'll be doing some singing, and I'll be doing some various different stuff. Maybe some channeling type stuff. I am told, though, I mean, some of the psychics are saying now, or some of the messages we're getting is that channeling it used to be is going away. We're not going to be channeling other beings. We're going to be channeling our own higher selves. I've been doing that anyway. So it's not going to be as much of a outward thing as it is going to be more internalized. But I'm already doing that. That's who's speaking in tongues. I've seen other versions of me. There's one where I literally am made out of light. Anyway, so I have all this creative stuff that I'm working on. And I'm hoping to be able to get onto some shows soon. And I had a piece of paper with a guy's name on it that I was supposed to get in touch with. There were several people that people have mentioned that I should reach out to, and I don't think she means it for ill at all, but I think may help her through the little slips paper away. Oh well, because they were receipts and stuff. I have my place entirely gridded, but I do not deal with anything I don't know what it is. If I don't already know what it is, no sir. I gotta know what it is, or have it very well recommended by one of my friends like Paul. I have gained a few new guides because we work together on some matters, and some of his guides and some of my guides decide that they want to just everybody join in, and then pretty soon we've both got each other's guides as well as our ones that we started out with. So that's the kind of way it goes with shaman. We have now so many in the other realm, including David, who has been around a lot lately for some reason, just lately. He kept playing a song in my head and wouldn't stop until I heard it on, and then it came up on YouTube finally. It just came up, and I'm like, oh, is that what you're trying to say? Okay. He talks to me through songs a lot of times. Instead of trying to think a whole bunch of things at me, he'll have a song come up on my feed, and it's like, yes, I want to talk to you about this. Okay, because he wrote songs about every darn thing. So it's kind of interesting. I have some musical guides. I need a writer guide who can tell me how to get this thing. I need a book publisher guide. Can put me on to the right way to get this done. Okay, now I'm going to ask if we have anything. Okay, actually, I do feel. Do I have anything to say to us? Well, I'm hearing the spirit bells in my ears. Well, they're definitely with us. I'm having a little discussion right now. Okay. Ikaw ko nung mo karyam. Atoko. Ibararo karo yem poro yem pari garagoro. Ikarmarish koro yem koro yishkosho yo. Sha, ngariya shora mo digar pokorium. Koro yere. Fikaraban iskinin yemer koro yem ni kere kere yani kibaris kere yani kiyo pari yem. Yambakar koro yere. Ifar koro yep koro eka koro yer kapsek auto. Kabare ger shori yem ni kara yem ni kere iskiri ni ger kere kumor. Fikaram nega. Yobor kar keram. Yor kar kere akare kumor kishkar yem ni kera. Agaram pariyam pariyam. Barium is the way they end a prayer. Wherever I am, there. So that was a prayer. Protection. Oh, it's just general protection, healing, and okay. I'm supposed to tell you it's going to get crazier. Here we go. I was going to say, I promised a little snippet of what's going on this June. We've got a few more days where it's not too wild, and then it's going to get crazy. Right around the 11th. Probably. Could be as early as the 8th. That there's more weird stuff happening, really weird stuff happening. And I mean politically as well as it's going to become... Okay, now remember, I'm the one who told you disclosure was coming probably early this year, late last year or early this year in the first part of the year, and it did, but that they were going to tell us as little as they could get by with, which they did. There's going to be more. Because the extraterrestrials and the intraterrestrials want it. In other words, the good guys, our family, wants it to come out. They're tired of waiting around. So it was either they come out, it's either Our governments come out with it, or they will. So, well, we've had some disclosure, but it's, like I said, it's going to be as little as they can get by with, but they're going to get pushed to do more. And stuff is going to happen that's going to bring it out. And one of the things that's going to come out is about how, no, they're not aliens from a they're not having to go through anything to get here, they're here. That's going to be one of the big things that people are going to have to get straight with. They're from here, most of them. Already here. Maybe originally they were from somewhere else, but they're here now. They've been here. Some of them have been here longer than we have. So we have never been alone. Not one single day. We have never been alone on this planet. That will come out. Not in June, I don't think. But you're going to maybe get some hints of it in June. In June, we're going to see some foreshadowings of the future. We're going to see some more high-profile cases get pushed to the surface. And I mean legal cases. We're going to see, oh geez, pushed to the surface. I think we got volcanoes coming up. I keep seeing that thing bubbling underground. It's been doing that. I've been seeing that for a while, wanting to come up. We're going to see the death throes, though. Because what it is, I'm warning you, I'm getting really such a strong ping on this. Yeah, as this comes into my mind. You're going to have to be extra careful who and what you let into your life. They're going to be working extra hard. Even though they know they're done for. And I'm talking about the dark ones. They're going to be working extra hard. They're going to try and take as many with them as they can. They're grasping at straws. I see them like slowly getting sucked under, so to speak, which is a symbol for they're losing ground. Yes, they are, but in the meantime, they're going to act just like a dying animal, biting every single person they can. So you got to watch out for that stuff. Can I show you? Do I have it here? Do I have it here? Or did I put it somewhere else? Okay. There. This is going to be boring, so look at Cowboy for a few minutes. Ugh. Watching me look for this. Ah, I do have it. Okay. If you need selenite, this is what I recommend though. Selenite's not expensive. If you need some, I have a lot of little pieces of selenite. This is what I recommend. Now listen to me. Cleanse your place. Grit it with these. Put these over, around, on every window, over your door frames, And I think probably it's safe to have one everywhere you pass in and out of anywhere. Like, every room. If you really don't want problems, this and black tourmaline are really good. If you use this and black tourmaline together, the black draws in, the selenite cleanses. So the black will draw it in, then the selenite will cleanse that. The selenite alone is hard for the dark things to look at because it reflects a lot of light. It throws a lot of light around. So this stone actually purifies itself and charges itself and other stones around it. So this is actually pretty cheap for what it does. And I would put this at every opening in your place. And keep some with you. This stuff is great. It's one of the best things that we've found in a long time now. And it's just simple selenite. And as you can see, it's kind of clear white. It looks white, but it's really actually clear. It's a bunch of fibers. Right, they use it to purify water and stuff. So what you can do to keep things out, put these at all the windows and doors. Keeps them on you. And I got a big box of these. Look. I'm going to regrid the whole place pretty soon. I'm going to start making things with them, and that you'll be able to buy if you want. As a matter of fact, if you want a few sticks of this, let me know, because I have plenty of it. I don't know how much they have to be a piece, but not very much. I got a good deal on them. Anyway, selenite, black tourmaline, but actually any black shiny stone. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Emails like usual. Ocean Diana, Gmail. So, I wear it. It kind of helps things bounce off of me. But I know what you're saying, Scotty. It's not good to run around paranoid. It's not good to run around like, oh no, everything's jumping on me. But then again, if it's raining, you put on a raincoat. And so I take my raincoat with me, because black is it's like it absorbs light, and we're dealing with light and not light here. Black, the idea is it absorbs. And selenite, it throws a lot of light around. So basically, if there's any light at all, selenite catches it and throws it around. If you've got something dark, it hurts them. They don't like it. So, nice to have some on you. Well, I guess it could be blackish, bluish, maybe. You know, because blue's also a protective color. It actually, lapis, blackish, bluish is really more like indigo. Indigo is more third eye. Okay, so anyway, I have those, and I also have, if it helps you feel good, I have a bunch of these evil eye charms that I'm going to be making stuffed jewelry with. And of course, to me, that kind of stuff runs on your intentions. It's like a reminder, yes, I am protected. You're not talking about your globes again, are you, Scotty? Oh, okay. uh, Scotty, that's not healthy. Okay, so, your spheres, are we talking about? Talk about spheres. The speed with which I go through these characters. What? Say what? I don't know. I've seen some things in my life. Spheres. Spheres. Anyway. Okay. So, I'll probably have more for you on another day. But really, June is going to be a wild month. And I've got this funny feeling that we're not done seeing people try to do things to our president and or his family. I think there's going to be more of that. I think I'm seeing flowers bloom, and this is the flower moon, but oh yes, have to warn you, for all of those who were wishing that Gates would get out of the picture because of all the crazy stuff he does to us, there's a new guy now. A new guy who actually was talking about gain of function in ticks. And they actually seem to have, allegedly, the ticks are more aggressive than they've ever been. Well, they bred them that way. And also to have certain diseases. And ever since, they have had an increase of tick-borne illnesses, especially the one that makes you intolerant to every kind of animal product. And has actually just about killed, I think it has probably done in some people. But there's crazy stuff like that. The latest is mosquitoes. They've GMO'd some mosquitoes. Just letting you know. By the way, look at some of your food. Look at your food before you buy it. If it's not fresh and all, it's got ingredients. Look at an ingredients list. You might be seeing bioengineered. Bioengineered. It's not a good thing. Do I have to tell you? It's weird. It's like they're really trying to come up with a way. Gee, it's almost as if they're trying to, use the population. Trying to do that whole, off people in different various ways. This has got to stop. They're crazy people. This is psychotic, sociopathic behavior, and it must stop. We got water problems. Okay, people are going to be having problems with water this month. Water-related illnesses? Interesting. Getting stuff from water? Maybe from water pollution or something. Good. City water. Although, you gotta watch out because they're also doing stupid stuff that is polluting groundwater. They can't leave anything alone. Gotta just ruin everything. This is why we can't have nice things. These kind of guys. What? Burned a camper and buried the remains to go straight into our well? You mean a vehicle? Okay. Oh, that is diabolical. Now, I live where I get city water. I have a zero water pitcher. That's what I have. Of course, you end up using up a lot of filters that way. Some people are just freaking crazy, you know that? They don't even realize it. They don't even realize it. He did it on purpose. Hi. Well, that's nice, Scotty. I don't have it like that here. There was a place out on the West Coast where you could get it from one of the last pure aquifers. I would certainly go out there and pump gallons of it if I lived out that way. We had a natural spring here that was unpolluted, but they sold it. They sold the water to somebody else. Crazy. Oh. Yeah, that's not the worst that could happen, right? That's not that big of a deal. I remember when I was a kid, there were times when we had when we had to have our water turned off for one reason or another. I remember how it was dealing with that. So, well, we are coming into times when it's going to be better. We are actually going to. It looks like it is really going to happen. The swamp is getting drained, but it's pretty deep. So the swamp is going to get drained, but it's very deep and requires a lot of work. So although I gotta say, our president has done some very strange things. But I think that all of his strange things are a message to somebody. I think there are a lot of messages flying around. We're not aware of the meaning of exactly. I know that some people that formerly I thought were pretty cool are doing some things that are entirely batshit now. Like Tucker Carlson embracing Islam. That's something I never thought I'd see. What kind of crazy pills did he take? Yeah, Pizzagate. This is what's happening. The pizza is thinning out. You are going to see some meltdowns with celebrities. You ask me some of these questions, I can tell you what's going to happen. As a matter of fact, we think probably the reason everybody's on Ozempic is because they can't afford the chrome no more. The chrome is getting kind of thin now. A little harder to get, a little bit more expensive. That jerky that you used to be buying, the price has gone way up. You know, and yeah, I'm totally confused now. Where who? Wear mask. Wear mask. Somebody who doesn't know how to spell wear. Maybe. Oh yeah, it's still happening. It's coming down. But once again, you know, some of those boats that we sank, that part of the world was responsible for a lot of trafficking. Some of those ships that we sank, it wasn't because of oil. They weren't just carrying oil or something, or munitions or something. Some of those things that we sank were pirating. Hopefully not full of their cargo at the time. Probably they checked on that, probably returning back. But I guess some of the things at the bottom of the sea were pirate vessels. No, we didn't. Just the boats that were doing it. In other words, they have less things to, they have less transport, and the people that do that sort of thing. They're gradually becoming less of them because we're doing that. I'm pretty sure they would have checked to make sure there wasn't cargo. Well, what would you call chrome? Usually what happens is they have to load up, they have to drop them off somewhere, Then they head home. Pick up some more, right? It would be in that interim that you'd take them out. Yeah, you pick them up, take them out, drop them off, go back for some more, and kaboom. Yeah. Do you not hear me? They would have been offloaded by then. There would be times when those boats would be empty and they'd probably be full of drugs. Because what do you think they're getting if they're dropping off pizza? And they're coming back with what? Drugs. See what I'm saying? But the more that happens, the fewer people and boats, the fewer ships and people they have to do that kind of thing with. But they are being dealt with. So it would be on, well, and yeah, I guess it would be right to say then they would be on the drug run. Where there are probably some pretty high fish in that area, let me tell you. Yeah. Well, that's just the thing is, for one thing, people need to keep an eye. You know what? It's so funny. Gen X kids were just left to run everywhere and they were not unchaperoned. You know, they were unchaperoned. A lot of latchkey kids. You gotta wonder. You can't do that these days. The Buffalo had said in the 6th tack over. What are you talking about? Was the Indian guy? Oh, that guy. Are you talking about the 6th? You talking about Jan 6 stuff? Yeah, they did. Yeah, but you know, in the end, he was kind of exonerated from. I remember hearing that story. I kind of paid attention to it a little bit, so I think I know what you're talking about. I forget his name, but yeah. Yeah, they were showing him around. They were giving him a tour of the place, right? Yeah. Oh, well, say hi. I don't think it was right the way things were done, but it wasn't right for anybody. A lot of people got in trouble that shouldn't have. A lot of shit happened that day that shouldn't have happened. And you know who is responsible, really, is Miss P. Lousy, Nancy P. Lousy. She's gone now, but not forgotten. She's gone from political life, maybe, but maybe not so much. Yeah, nasty Nancy P. Lousy. Some of those old swamp creatures were the biggest freaks in the world. Nancy P. Lousy. Oh, you know what? We're having so much fun with. Who's the guy who they want to win in California now? Spencer Pratt. What a name. We've got some choice names. Pratt, like a pratfall. Um, but it sounds like he's a lot like our president. He makes some pretty cool memes. He's very funny. But I think he's got a good chance to win. California may do quite a turnaround if they get Newscomb and Bass Ackwards out. Karen Bass Ackwards and Newscomb, as opposed to Old Scum, which is P. Lousy. Well, Spencer Pratt is Republican, and he is not for any of the bullshit. Okay? You should look him up. He's done some pretty funny videos. Actually, I think he's going to be a wake-up call if he gets elected. I think he's going to be really good for California, and probably he'll do what he can to stop some of the stupid stuff. But it's going to be a big job because there's a lot of stupid stuff going on. No, he's not running for senator. I think he's running for... Is he running for governor or mayor? I can't even remember. Damn, Pam. Yeah, if things start changing in Cali, it'll be easier to change things in the rest of the country too. But midterms are coming up, folks. And everybody's having a heck of a race. I just like to be able to be sure about what happened to half the people that I used to listen to, like Tucker Carlson, and I would listen to Megyn Kelly sometimes. She made, back when she was still making sense, you know, some of those people, but yeah, these days they're not making sense, especially not Tucker. I mean, good Lord. Well, I'm about to go off, but I've been missing you guys, and I wanted to tell you about my project. And for those of you who are on my Patreon, I'm going to try and do more with Patreon, although I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But I'm going to try to do more, and if I can, what I'd like to do is have some read some of what I'm writing for you. Oh yeah, Candice. Somebody took a really good look into her, like a deep dive into her background. Her husband's got some very shady connections. You've been awful quiet. Who, me? Or, oh, Chloe. Okay. Well, Chloe, if you do doze off, have a good night. And pleasant dreams. Okay, that's it. I've been on for 2 hours. Miss you guys. I'll see you as soon as I can. I want to get outside and take you outside with me, but it'll be earlier if I do because I don't want to get eaten up by GMO mosquitoes. Okay? I love you. Truth is where you find it, and I hope that some of you are finding it on this show. And don't forget you're divine. Okay. Yep. See you another time and have a good evening. And I'm going to leave you with one last little. There is Mr. Mr. Wonderful right here. A few extra purrs to end the night with. Gonna cost you extra, Scotty. You know how that goes.